Bob, somebody just followed me.
Welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing? Thanks so much for being here. I'm super excited to show off the new factions in Winds of Change from Regiments. Now we've been waiting for a while for updates and also new factions to come to the game, and so we're super excited to see what they brought for us today. So the biggest thing that we didn't have before is definitely fighter jets. There was actually I believe it was just A-10s and not much else. Now we actually have the F-16 right here from the Netherlands. And then if we hop over to Canada, you got the CF-188. And then if we go over to Belgium, we can actually see the Mirage 5BA and also the F-16A. So if we scroll up a little bit higher for, of course, Britain or United Kingdom, they got the Harrier GR3. And of course you have the F4. I think that's a new addition, and then you have MiG-29s, which we have not seen before, and these are just absolutely stunning. Look at Czechoslovakia's MiG-29. Man, I love that camo. That's great. I think that's probably one of the best looking ones they got. So I'm going to actually show off the Netherlands 12th Panzer Infantry Brigade, and then I'm showing off Poland's Warsaw Pact Luzyka Division. I'm not going to try to even attempt to say the remaining part of that. If any of you guys are Polish, let me know in the comments how you're actually supposed to say that, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so our objective is to take and hold objective zones, so we try to take all of these if we can, and we do have some defensive lines already in place. And looking over here on the left side, we have 3 units here. I don't think they're at full health, so that doesn't help, but over here we were looking pretty good. So, and we got some up here as well. So what we're gonna do is try to take it by storm. So this is the closest one to all of these deployment zones, so I'm kind of just gonna load up in here. Usually I would kind of deploy some on the left and some on the right. And the coolest thing is you can pause this game if you want to. You got your mini map over here on the right hand side, some of your perks you can call in, kind of like World in Conflict from a long time ago. If any of you guys have played that, let me know. So here you go. So this is what we have for options. So if you kind of hover over this, you can kind of see it gives you a description of the unit and what you can do with it. So the Leopard 1Vs that are 80 points are a bit more stealthy, so that's always a plus, and they have more range. So I'm going to call these guys in. So you can click on the unit right away and kind of place them wherever you want them to be. So tanks are more ranged. I wouldn't really put them into these city areas or the town or whatever. Okay. And if you guys want to know, if you press I, you can actually go into the cinematic mode, which is pretty sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Zoom in on that. Yep, I can. So if I click on the unit, it goes into like a pretty cool camera mode. So you guys see us storming across the fields. It's pretty cool. You can zoom out really far in this game, which is absolutely awesome. But you got our infantry guys, M113s, storming across. That's what the Americans use a lot. This is Cold War era stuff, so don't freak out in the comment section. Hey, those are old. We don't even use them anymore. You're right, we don't. Alright, so we see Foxtrot is already being taken. So I'm going to already call up some F-16 Air Patrol because I have a feeling that the enemy is going to spam me. Yep, with their Mi-24s. Let's retreat these guys and smoke the area. Alright, so you guys are going to see our F-16s coming in here. So the F-16s were actually able to suppress a little bit
Zone captured.
There you go. Get the guys out. This Mi-24 is definitely going to go down. Yeah, the VFX aren't great. Won't lie about that. There you go. F-16 just shot down another Mi-24 there. That's a Mi... No, that's a recon helicopter. The Mi-2s. Sorry I'm all over the place. You guys get to... There you go. Nice. Who was that? I think that was our F-16 right there. Wow. Okay.
Zone captured. New task force available.
HQ needs to get a little closer. And we're actually getting hit with artillery pretty darn hard. Let's push these leopards up a little bit. And let's get some resupply. So we can take a little tactical pause, which obviously you can't do in real life. I just really enjoy how they're grouped together, so you just don't really have to micromanage as much, which is really tough because in the, like Warno, for example, is another Cold War RTS game, and it's really hard to just control all the groups because actually there's a thing in warfare as well as just command overall. You're actually only capable of commanding a certain amount of people. So if you have thousands of troops running around, you're just going to lose track, and in real life people would die because you wouldn't be able to pay attention to it all. That's why we have chain of command. That's why we have all these things broken down into divisions and whatnot. And so this is why this is important. I think this game plays really well to that versus Warno, where you have to micromanage everything, which just makes it super chaotic. So right now we get to decide what we want to add to our capabilities in the battlefield. And you got some more infantry guys with some laws and some suppressors and some tanks. This is kind of nice. And then you have a cluster bombs. Actually, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to call these guys in. So we have 82 points right now. We can't really call not much. You call in some more infantry, which I think you can always use more of. So let's call these guys in and come and support over here. So we're going to move up HQ. Tell them to stop. These Prats are firing right now, and let's see what they're going for. Let's call in this cluster shot right there.
Zone captured.
There you go. Now the cluster drops. Nice. So we stopped an enemy push right there. I'm gonna have this leopards retreat and repair. We smoked our position. Gonna move these guys away because they're getting hit with arty. Just got some more infantry come in. We're gonna unload them. Unload these guys. We'll go support. I'm gonna have these guys go. I mean, they're gonna be slower. But that's okay. Now we do have some more points, so we're gonna pause real quick and see what we can call in. So we can call in a recon, but if we wait a little bit, if we wait quite a bit, we can get a lot more tank support. We also have an artillery that we can call in at 190, so I think I'm just gonna wait a little bit and see how we can handle that. Gonna unload our infantry real quick. You got some F-16 clusters coming in. Oof, got shot down like almost immediately. Look at that thing go. So we got a couple of our cluster stuff off, and right now these are our leopards are getting slammed.
New task force available.
Absolutely, very, very. We're getting slammed pretty hard there by the artillery. We only have 2 zones left to capture. Leopards is healing up here, and we could call in M109s, which we have a lot of, which is exactly what we're going to do. Call these guys in. So now let's go in and look at what we want to get. So we can get some attack helicopters if we want. We can get some airborne divisions, which are great, and some more infantry. I'm okay with that. And we also have another air patrol. We have 2 air patrols that we can call in right now. If you double tap Q, you can actually save that force from being destroyed altogether, which is really nice. There you go. Just suppressed the MI2 there. And there's an MI24 as well. I'm gonna call in a cluster. There you go. We actually took out an MI24 there from a distance. Actually load these guys up so we can go over here quickly.
Zone captured.
So right now we're just kind of racing to try to capture as many things as we can. Yikes. Yikes. This has not been a orderly retreat. There you go. Let's take these guys out. We're gonna order our M109s to target these BRDM 2s. And they already know where we are. That's really not good. Wow. They're just taking us all out. Alright. We need some help. So I'm gonna call this guy in. We're gonna call in our UH-60s real quick. And I think we need some more leopards. And that's all we can call in for right now at the moment. Let's get our airborne to unload real quick. Gotta keep retreating this, I don't even know what that is. Ah, shit. Well, they took out our HQ, which is really not good. There you go. F-16 just took out these guys. I'm gonna have these AH-1Fs try to take out the Mi-24s. We got a nice little helicopter battle going on here. There you go. There goes down one. Nice. F-16 finishes it all. Beautiful. Let's take out this artillery system here. Damn it. Alright, we have to save that helicopter there, but hopefully our units can engage this T-80 right here. It's kind of getting hit from every angle, so I think it should be good there. Got one left. Nice. Trying to regain initiative here because this is pretty bad. Get him. Alright. We need support badly. Just gonna start buying a bunch of cheap infantry to try to help cope with our problem here. Bring these guys here. Bring more infantry support up here. And these leopards, I also want them here. Man, they have a lot of freaking Mi-24s. I'm gonna wait on the cluster. Gotta save the airborne. Alright. We got some infantry coming in. Hopefully we can help with that. Got artillery coming in here. We really need to start taking stuff though.
Enemy achieved total domination.
Oh crap.
Zone captured.
Roger. Bevelen?
Load up our guys real quick and get out of there. Alright, we definitely need some artillery, so some good AA and also some artillery. I think that would be a good idea. Call in some arty.
Zone captured.
Okay, so we can push this infantry over here to help them out. These Mi-24s are kind of a pain in our ass. I'll load these guys to help support. Keep retreating that guy there.
Zone captured.
Let's take these guys and do control 1. We can support. I think visually this game is pretty cool. Definitely different from Warno. But there you go. And there goes that MI-24. Very nice. This Overwatch is great, actually. Those F-16s coming in handy. I don't know how this T-80 is moving so darn quick. Holding pretty good. Nice. So there you go, gentlemen. We just secured our objective. And now the coolest thing about this game, which is, I mean, this is definitely not easy. But you have to kind of constantly be ready to be on the move. So once the zones change, your objective changes.
Zone captured. 5 minutes remaining.
So we're doing pretty well, actually. If you guys take a look at our score, we're at 983 to the enemy's 496. Trying to push these lepers across here, which we should be able to have superiority there. Also pushing up that Pratt. Some stuff going across here. Yep. We do have some MI-24s coming through, so we're gonna call that in real quick. Oh, this is good. Let's do a cluster strike.
Objective completed.
Thanks so much, guys, for coming out and checking us out. I really enjoyed playing as Netherlands. The 12th Panzer Infantry Brigade was actually really fun to play as. You guys can see a little bit of the statistics there. 129 dead to 195 dead. Lots wounded and a few missing. And we lost about 54 vehicles, so they're 96. And they lost 26 helicopters. So you guys could tell they had a lot of helicopters. And we did lose more aircraft than they did. So it's like Poland going against Netherlands. Really fun game. Constantly, things are constantly changing. You got to be on your feet, knowing what perks to call in and whatnot. And you guys can imagine how fun this game would be if it was online. But the replayability has gotten so much better now, because now with Warpath available, the new factions, and all these new things to try out. So hopefully you guys have Regiments, or if not, you should check it out for sure. It's really fun. Definitely more fun for single player, I would say, because you could pause, you can think about things more tactically, and just really feels good when you dominate the enemy. Well, thanks so much for coming out, and take care.